Hello, everyone. So today, this is our first interview in our series, A Day Older, A Year Wiser. So actually, I'm very excited with this interview. It's with my ultimate favorite teacher, Mr. Ahmed Osama. Thank you for being with me today.
Being with me too. Thank you for choosing me.
Let's get started.
That's
Okay, so how do you define success?
Success mainly for me is setting goals and achieving these goals, whatever these goals are. So you just walk through life, you set goals year by year, month by month. When you achieve these goals, this is this. This can be called success.
Okay, so a few years from now, we'll be applying to university, or actually only 2 years from now, we'll be applying to universities and so. And I believe this is a huge change in our life. So, how do you think we'll be able to cope with these changes without missing out anything?
Mainly, you have to focus on building yourselves because this is the main thing to do in this stage of life. You need to be ready to face life after your university, and this will only be done by enriching yourselves, by learning new things, attaining knowledge. The main thing is increasing the knowledge in whatever field. It does not have to be related to the field you're studying. In all life fields in general, you have to be always following up with knowledge. This is the main goal, enriching yourselves. And missing out, you can have some fun, of course, but not all the time.
Yeah, of course. So another thing, I've known you now for about a year and a half. Okay, and I've always observed you while solving problems or while there are any problems. You can always think wisely without panicking, and you never give something more than its value. Like, some people say that,
Don't overreact.
yeah, you don't overreact. Some people say that this is how the problem is actually big and this is how you see it. But when it comes to you, you always see things in their real size. So how do you manage to do so? Like, to find the solution and to like see the problem in its size.
I always think if my reaction is going to help, is worrying going to help, is feeling sad going to help, is having negative thoughts going to help. If the reaction is not going to help, I simply don't do it. I force myself to go the other way, the way that helps me think better, focusing on the positives, focusing on what's important, mainly focusing on the problem itself. But panicking, worrying, being afraid, all of these stuff, they will never help on the to solve a problem. So they're needless. It's just simple as that.
So how do you deal with failure?
I have to fail. I always tell myself that you have to fail in order to succeed. Ones who never take risks or never fail have never really lived. They need to fail in order to learn, and learning is it's just the learning curve. You fail to learn. You cannot always succeed all the time. No one does that. It's impossible. So you always have to expect that you're gonna fail, and when this happens, you need to tell yourself that this is the normal stage of life, normal phase, and that you just learn the lessons and move on. You never stop where at the point where you failed and just weep it out. You need to move on quickly, and you need to write down the lessons, understand what happened, understand is this mistake. Oh, and one other thing, you never say that a failure is because of someone else. When there is a failure, the only one responsible is you. So you need to know what happened in order to fix it, in order not to repeat it in the future. And this is what called learning from the mistakes, learning from failure. That's it.
Okay, so another question. Usually it's so good to be understanding to the situations around you, and like when someone does a mistake, you need to understand and so. But where's the limit? When do you just need to stop just saying, oh, of course, maybe because of this, maybe because of that or so, and he actually did a mistake, so you need to take an action
With someone, or
with someone.
if someone mistaken and it affects me, no, that my easy way out, I just cut ties. That's it. If I'm forced to deal with this person, if I'm in a position of authority, I just take control. Tell him he's mistaken. Tell him what did he do wrong. Tell him if it's going to be repeated, there will be consequences. If I'm not in a point of authority, I complain and I take actions. If nothing happens after that, I just move away. I cut ties completely. Even if I'm forced to, I find why am I forced to and just delete this reason from life and cut ties also. No, I'm not forced to be with someone who always applies pressure on me by his mistakes. Not forced to do so.
So when it's just more comfortable for you, and it was repeated many times, you will just burn your bridges, right?
It's easier that way. You don't really need anyone in your life except you and family, of course. That's my point of view.
Okay.
It's very extreme, but this is how I've been surviving.
Okay. So thank you so much. This was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.